Hey, it's Buck. My last gear review of 2011. And we're going to change up a little bit this time. Today we're not going to do pistol versus pistol, rifle versus rifle, plate carrier or backpack or hydration system against any other. We're going to do a quick review on something that makes all of those innovations possible, and that is your morning coffee. My typical favorite over the last many years has been a French press. There is something unique and gratifying about getting up in the morning, boiling water, putting raw coffee grounds in this, waiting for the typical 4, 5, or 6 minutes. That's after you've boiled the water, pushing it down, pouring it out. A fantastic cup of coffee, but it takes 8, 10 minutes. It's phenomenal coffee, but it just takes a while. Then earlier this summer, I was introduced to the Keurig. My wife and I got a Keurig for our wedding present. It is absolutely, probably my favorite present that we got from our wedding, and I absolutely love it. It's programmed to turn on at 5 o'clock in the morning. You walk out here stumbly, rubbing the sleep out of your eyes. You grab one of 8 different flavors that we have in here. We've got tea, we've got Caribou coffee, hot cocoa, Starbucks, Folgers, who knows, all kinds of different coffees. So whatever you're feeling like that day, you take this sucker, throw it in there, close it, and 20 seconds later you have a full cup of coffee. Perfect every time, the same every time. The problem with that is you now have a used little filter gizmo, and you end up throwing these away. And if you're anything like me, it takes about 3 or 4 or 5 of these some days to get going or keep going. And now you've got 4 or 5 or 6 of these in a in your wastebasket that eventually make their way to a landfill. So one day I said, there's got to be a better way. So I went out and found the eco-friendly, green, reusable coffee filter that goes inside here. Honestly, I've used this thing twice, and I honestly think it sucks, because you still have to get up in the morning, you have to walk out here, rub the sleep out of your eyes. You then spend 2 minutes loading this little thing up. It doesn't sit upright, it falls over. So you're gonna get some coffee out of here, which isn't always easy. And then you have to carefully put the coffee in there without spilling it, and your wife gets all pissed off. You end up closing it. You slam it in here, you close it, and it makes a cup of coffee, but it takes 2 or 3 times longer for some reason. I don't know. You then take this out, and you're no longer going to throw one of those little containers away, and you take the coffee out, but the coffee doesn't come out of there. I obviously didn't make a cup of coffee, but now the coffee is all matted and hot and ground in there. So the first couple times that I had to clean this thing, it took me probably a gallon of water to get all the crap out of there. And I don't want to put this in the dishwasher with the grounds in there, because then the grounds get everywhere. So in the end, it doesn't stand upright. You got to monkey around with it. It's somewhat difficult to clean. Not a huge fan. You are being green and eco-friendly. It did cost 12 or 17 or 20 bucks, but in the end, I'm afraid that this thing is going to make its way to where the other used Keurig or K-cups are, and that's in the trash, because it's totally worthless. So, in the end, quick cup of coffee, the same cup of coffee every time, with multiple flavors, Keurig. I love the thing. Or the Old Faithful, my favorite. But it takes a little bit of time, and you actually have to spend some time doing it. But when you're done with a cup of coffee out of your French press, you actually feel like you've accomplished something, and it's always fantastic as well. So, as always, thanks for joining us, our last gear review of the year. I look forward to seeing everybody in 2012. I hope you have a fantastic and safe New Year's, and I look forward to seeing you next year. Peace.